Alright guys, so even though there's a bunch of videos, I figured I'd do one also. This is on a 2021 RAV4, and I'm just replacing the dashboard speakers. So I've already done the passenger side. This is my first time ever changing them out on a RAV4. It's extremely easy to do. So basically all you're going to need is you can use a screwdriver, but on a side note, a lot of people spend a lot of money on their vehicles as far as, adding aftermarket accessories. Probably the best thing that you can do for that is buy a set of tools that allow you to remove body panels and clips and things like that. You can buy a full set of something like 40 or 50 tools on Amazon or eBay for like $30 or $40. And really having the right tool for the job just makes things a lot easier. So all you're going to need is some kind of a trim removal tool, and then you'll need also a 10mm socket. You probably won't even need a ratchet for it. The screws aren't in all that tight, so they're pretty easy to undo by hand. But so all you're going to do is insert this tool right here in the edge, and just push down a little bit. Then you're just going to pry it up, and that's just going to pop that loose. And there's only 2 clips to do, and that just pops up, lift it up, and then just pull it towards you. And you can see the red, those are the clips, and those right there aren't clips, they just insert, and you can kind of see where it inserts into. And just in case you can't, those little tabs insert right here and right there. Sorry, I know it's a little dark, but and then of course you have the speaker right there. And I'm just gonna put this on. Let me try and move just so I can get a better grip here. Of course, so these are going to be tighter than the other side, but it's easy enough to fit a ratchet in there. Sorry, let me just grab my ratchet here. And this is just a standard size ratchet. You can see it's not like a little mini ratchet or anything. And just a couple of turns just to loosen it up. And that should be fine. I have done some stereo installs and speaker installs in the past on other vehicles. I'm certainly not a professional at it, but I like having a nice clean install. And this is by far the easiest speaker install I think I've ever done on a vehicle. Very easy to get to, very accessible. All right, and so it's just those 2 screws. And so now that that's done, and now the speaker will just, it'll just pull up. There's going to be a clip on the bottom, and on this part I am going to need both hands to get to it, but I'll come back and show you guys what the clip looks like and exactly where to press. You can see when you pull up here, you have a little bit of room to maneuver, and you can see there's that wiring harness right there. This side right here, there's a clip that you push in, and it's right here on the side, so you're actually just going to press that in with your finger, or you can use the edge of a trim tool or a screwdriver, and then just pull the harness away from the speaker, and it just pops right out. And I'll be right back with that, unless I can maybe I can prop this up and do it. Nope. All right, so I'm going to stop the video just so I can disconnect this, and then I'll get a close-up shot of it. And you can see the tab is right here, so you just push that in. You see it right there from the side, and then it just pulls out. I'm going to go ahead and go inside right now, and I'll continue the video because I want to show you the comparison of the speakers. I know a lot of videos have already shown this, but I was really surprised at what a big difference is, and actually how cheaply made the factory speakers for the dashboard are. So these are the speakers that I bought, and they were pretty highly recommended. I bought them from Crutchfield, and there was a couple of reasons. One, their pricing was really good, and they were on sale. They're normally around $80, and these were on sale for $59.99, so $60. And it was also free shipping. So this is the factory speaker right here, and you can see it was really a shock when I saw some other videos that had this. Looking at it, it's just when you hold it, it's very lightweight. I mean, it literally feels just like a small piece of plastic. And this is the speaker that I'm putting in, and you can see that there's a substantial difference. You know, you can obviously see that, and if you flip them over, you can obviously see the size of the I don't even know if, like, where the magnet is on that. It's just like, you know, like a watch battery magnet or something. But this is definitely a well-made speaker. As I've stated, I already put the passenger one in, and it's a pretty big difference in sound. I would have taken the video on that, but you really, you know, video doesn't do it justice, and of course depends on what you're listening to it on, and you know, what it's being recorded with. So I figured, you know, that part of it was really just not going to be as important as showing like the install and the difference in the speakers. I'll guarantee, you know, pretty much if you upgrade to this JBL, you will not be disappointed. It is a huge improvement over the factory. One of the other reasons for buying it from Crutchfield, obviously, I mean, I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but they do include a free harness for you. So this will connect to the factory plug, and then the ends here will go on to the back of the JBL. So it's really easy to install. One blade on the JBL, as you can see, is you have a narrow one, which is that side, and a wider terminal. So there's pretty much only one way to install these. So it's a really easy install. You know, so I'll go back up to the front of the vehicle and we'll finish it up. So we're back in the vehicle, back up at the front, and so this is just going to plug in right here, and sorry, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. But anyway, so you can see this piece is just going to plug in. Once we're done, I'm going to push this harness back in the direction that the wire is coming from, and I'm just going to curl the wire up a little bit, and I'll show you guys how to do that. One other thing that I did want to mention, as far as, you know, with Crutchfield including this harness, they also give you the basic install instructions, and as far as what tools you're going to need to accomplish that. Again, you know, I'm not sponsored by them. This is the first time I've purchased from them. They've been in business for many years. Most people who are into car audio and probably home audio as well, they're pretty well established. They're well known in the industry. You know, and I'll include a link to that in the description. So let me go ahead and plug this harness in, and then we'll finish up the install. So the speaker leads are now attached, and you can see the wires there. And if it's not curled up tight enough, you can pretty much just spin this to you know, tighten the wires up a little bit. Let me see if I can, you know, just kind of rotate the speaker and just keep turning it until the wires tighten up a little bit. You're just going to push those down in there, and then of course you'll see the mounting tabs. Sorry, this one's blocked a little bit. You can see the other tab right there. So there's just those two. You'll obviously line the tabs up, put the screws back in. I just hand tightened them with the 10mm. You don't want to over tighten those. It's you know, just those little metal pieces right there. And it just sits in there. So you want it tight so it doesn't rattle around, but, you know, don't put a crazy amount of torque on it. And then that's pretty much it. Pop the grill back on, and you know, enjoy your new speakers. And any questions, please, you know, leave them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. And I'll see you guys soon. If this has helped you out, please like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. You guys have a good one. Drive safe.